things start. So bear with me. I'm live. Okay, it just told me I was live now, so I'm excited to see how long I've been on bumbling and talking to you before it actually told me that I was live. Welcome, hello. This is gonna be one of my shorter videos, friends. Like I'm telling you, I try so hard to make my videos short. They always end up being like 40 minutes, like over an hour. This is gonna be a really short one. So, so I teach anti-racism from a spiritual perspective, just meaning that I teach from what comes from within. That's all it means. It's not a religious thing or anything like that. And I've been doing this for a while and very intensely for the last year, especially for the last year. And in my own work, I'm surrounded by people in my communities. You are probably one of those people who is doing their own anti-racist work, allyship work, building unity, equity, whatever you call it, whatever the words are that you're calling building a better world for everybody involved. Okay. Okay. So, um, oftentimes what ends up happening is I have people expressing that they want to do the work or they want to do with me or whatever, and then not doing it all. And this is something that I've noticed. I have a class coming up on Sunday, Moms and Race. All the information is in the post of this video. I'm not going to talk about it too much. Um, I've noticed in just enrolling this course, and anytime I'm teaching a course live, which by the way, this is the last time I'm going to teach a course live on this for a long time. I've noticed that um, a lot of people are communicating to me and within other communities that they are scared. Like people want to do something about racism. They want to do something about white supremacism within themselves and their communities around them, and then they just drop off. And that is if you're white, that is a privilege. You can't look away. You can't. This is not something. Being brown, walking around brown, is not something you have to do. Um, so so whatever the reason is, busyness or whatever it is, um, I have noticed what's being communicated sometimes is this fear. I'm going to do it wrong, so I don't do anything at all. I'm going to cause more harm, and I don't know how to do that. Now, of course, you have to learn and unlearn. You have to work with mentors. You have to read books. You have to, whatever your way is, at some point you got to get started. And whether you're going to get started now or kicking and screaming 3 months from now, this is not going away. This is not something you can avoid in yourself and your family and your business and your community. It is not going away. So I want to hand that knowledge to you right now. But I want to give you this analogy to hopefully give you relief in whatever pressure is around you, where you're feeling like you want to do something, but I can't. Okay, I want to do something, but I'm scared. All right, because ultimately you're just going to have to do something about it. And this is what it is. I work a lot with kids, and there I'm currently working with a little girl who does not like to clean up after herself. Okay, she's 5. She does not like to do it. She just is not part of her personal culture, right? And so sometimes when I come into the house, right, like there her room is messy, the upstairs is messy, the playroom is messy, outdoors is messy. I mean, the it looks like, when you see those like rap videos and there's like the guys with the ones and they're like right? I don't particularly like them, but I want you to have this image in your mind. It's like she's done that with all her toys, like all over the house, like a machine gun of toys. Okay, everywhere. And so I come in and I say, "You need to clean this up." And to her, because this damage has been done, the mess has multiplied, and everywhere she looks there's a mess, and everywhere it's pressure, it's pressure, it's pressure, it's so much mess. Feels like she has to climb a mountain to get any of it cleaned up. Getting started is like very difficult because it's like a mess. Where do you even start? And even if you finish cleaning up here, then there's a whole nother 3 other areas that she has to clean up. That is what happens in our own minds. Okay, it's actually a spiritual practice to keep different places clean. It's actually a spiritual practice. If you're having a hard time in your life, find a corner of your house to clean. It will help, I promise. And so this is what's happening. Look, right now the world is looking for healing in our societies, in ourselves, in our communities, probably in your workplace. All right. And one of the things that we are so focused on right now, because it is something that causes a lot of acute pain for people, is around race. Now, wouldn't it be awesome if we could all just know that we are all one and just surpass race? Yes, that is something that we're working to, but we can't skip over what's really in front of us right now. We can't skip over that. What's going on right now has to be acknowledged. So I understand, especially if you are white and your spirit is having you keep noticing what's going on around race, keep paying attention, and everywhere you're just seeing this like compounding thing: racism in my family, racism in me, racism in my community, racism over here in this thing that I thought there wasn't racism at all. That person sees racism in that picture. It's building up everywhere you look, just like the little girl in her house where her toys are everywhere. This is one of the reasons why people why people uh will not get started with their own anti-racism work, their own allyship work, their own dismantling racism and white supremacism from within, because it feels too big, and so they just don't act at all. And that's that's a privilege if you're white to not act at all right? So this is my consistent message to you. Okay, sure, learn and unlearn and learn, right? Sure, research, sure, get in a course, sure, work with a mentor, all of that, fine. But the most important thing is that you find something that you can be consistent with, that's aligned with your spirit, that feels good to you, that fits into the flow of your life, that you can keep doing. And I promise all of the other work, all of the like when you need to learn something, and all of the, when you find time to read a book, and all of that will fall into place. It will help. You will be supported. It won't feel like a mountain that you have to climb. It's a mountain that we all collectively have to climb together. We have a whole world and society and government and governing systems and communities to clean up together. But if we all just find something that feels right to us, even if it's uncomfortable, but feels right to us to be engaged with, and get started and be consistent with it, then you are not going to feel that pressure that you have to fix it all, that you have to change it all, that you have to climb the mountain and fix all of racism all at one time. And you will keep doing, and you will keep going. And then you will be inspiring others who also keep quitting. You'll be inspiring. This doesn't have to be like this terrible, hard thing. That's the impression that I think a lot of people get. Fighting racism, ending white supremacy. It doesn't have to be this terrible, hard thing. We just need everybody on deck and to be consistent. That's how evolution happens. This is an evolution. It's also a revolution of humanity. Just find something that feels right for you, that's effective, and put it in the flow of your life. Okay. So what I told that little girl with her messy room, and the outside messy and the upstairs messy and the playroom's messy, is like, let's just start with one thing. Let's just pick up the books. Let's just pick up the books. And you know what? Let's sing while we do it. And so we sing and we pick up the books. And sometimes we stop and we enjoy the books. And then we say, okay, what's the next thing? All right, all the cars are on the ground. Where do the cars go? Let's toss them in the basket. Let's have fun exploring and cleaning up this huge mess. And before you know it, we're done with the room. We have a little snack. Then we clean up the playroom. Within a couple hours, we're done. On to the next thing, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Again, that's it. Because I promise I was not going to do like a hour-long video. My name is Alexandra Loves. I'm an anti-racism. I teach anti-racism from a spiritual perspective. I do not use guilting or shaming in my work. I want it to be a healing, empowering experience for you. Many people on my wall following me and have worked with me can vouch for that. My Moms and Race course is coming up. Moms and Race online course is coming up on Sunday. We have 8 spots left. Please join this beautiful community of bright souls, and know that if it's something you really want, okay, if it's something you really want and you're financially challenged, do DM me at Alexandra Lewis on Facebook or wherever you're seeing this. DM me and we'll find something that works for you and still values the work, and you can get what you need. Also, if you want to work with me privately or in any other way, it is okay to DM me and I will send you the list of ways, or you can go to my website, alexandraloves.com. I love you all. Blessings. Let's do this exploration together. Let's create the new world together. It can be a better new world for all of us. I love you all. Rhett Godfrey, hello. Hello, how are you? Thank you for being here and commenting. I always look forward to your comments and your hearts and your likes. It makes me know that like what I'm saying is landing. It helps me be in interaction with you. So I really appreciate that. I appreciate all your likes and share. Every single one of you ever said a nice thing about me or put likes and shares or shared with your friends or tagged your friends in this work. It's really important. It is challenging to spread this work out. I have to put a lot of myself out there to do that. So I really highly appreciate all of you and all of your support. Have an amazing Tuesday. Mwah. Okay, bye.